name is Taylor, and today I'm going to introduce you to Centralink and teach you how to use some of its functions. So what is Centralink? Centralink is a middleware that serves two basic purposes. It receives test order and patient demographic information from our Laboratory Information System, or LIS for short, and sends it to our chemistry instruments so they know what tests to run on a given sample. It also receives results from the chemistry instruments and uploads them to our LIS. Before we get started, I'd like to go over some of the terminology that I'll be using in relation to Centralink's toolbars. As you can see, there are three toolbars at the top of the Centralink home screen. The uppermost toolbar is called the menu toolbar. The middle toolbar is called the editing toolbar, and the bottom toolbar is called the function toolbar. I'll use these terms to describe which toolbar to use as we go through some of the Centralink functions. Now that we've covered some basic information, let's go ahead and move on to the most commonly used function in Centralink, the Sample Status Overview window. The Sample Status Overview window allows you to track where a sample is in the testing process and easily access samples and results based on their testing status. To open the Sample Status Overview window, bring your cursor up to the menu toolbar and click Start. From the drop-down menu, select Routine. From the next drop-down menu, select Samples. From the final drop-down menu, select Status Overview. Now that the Sample Status Overview window is open, let's discuss some of the different status. The first status that a sample can be found under is pending. This means that the sample has been received in our LIS and the test order information and patient demographics have been transmitted to Centralink. The number in the box next to each status indicates the number of samples that are currently in that status. So in this case, there is one sample that has been received in the LIS and whose information has been transmitted to Centralink. The next status that you will see a sample under is scheduled. Once the sample is placed on the instrument and testing has begun, you'll see the sample move to the scheduled status box. The next status that we're going to cover is review. When a sample has a status of review, it indicates that we have to review the results manually and validate them before they can be uploaded to our LIS. There are a few reasons that a sample can have a status of review. It could be that the result is above or below the instrument's linearity, or that there is result interference for one or more tests caused by hemolysis, icterus, or lipemia. Before we move on to the last two statuses that we're going to cover, I'm going to show you how to review and validate results so they will upload to the LIS. Click on the box next to the review status that shows the number of samples to review. This will bring up a window that lists all of the samples that currently have a status of review. This window includes the sample's accession number, priority, patient's MRN, and the sample status. Here, the status is abbreviated as REV for review. To review the results, right-click on the sample that you'd like to review. This will bring up a drop-down menu. In the drop-down menu, click on Review and Edit to open the results review window. In the results review window, you can see all of the tests that were ordered, the results, and the flags that caused the results to be held in Centralink. In this case, we can see that the acetaminophen level was below assay range. Once you've reviewed the results and the reason that they were held, and you're ready to send the results over to the LIS, click Validate. Now you will see that the sample status is changed to Validate. After a result has been validated, it will automatically upload to the LIS. You will see that the sample has moved into the uploaded status, and you can click Close to close the window. Now that we have covered how to open and navigate the Sample Status Overview window and how to validate results that are held with the status of review, let's move on to the order entry function. We use this function during an LIS downtime when the LIS cannot communicate order information and patient demographics to Centralink. By using order entry in Centralink, we can tell the instrument what test to run on a given sample. To open the manual order entry window, click on the icon that looks like a calculator located on the function toolbar. Now that our order entry window is open, the first thing that we need to do is enter the test that we want to run on our sample. Test panels such as CMPs and BMPs can be ordered, or tests can be ordered individually. For this example, I'll order a CMP. Type CMP into the request box and hit Enter. Now you will see that all of the tests included in the panel have populated in the box below. Next, we need to enter our patient demographics. Enter at least 2 patient identifiers. Acceptable patient identifiers include medical record number, full name, and date of birth. Now that all of our patient demographic information has been entered, the last step in the order entry process is to type in or scan in the accession number. To manually enter the accession number, type it into the sample ID box and hit enter. This will automatically close the order entry window and complete your order. Alternatively, you can use the Centralink scanner to scan in the sample number. If you do this, the order entry window will close automatically as soon as you've scanned the accession number, and your order will be complete. Now you'll see that the test or tests that you just ordered are located in the pending status box in your sample status overview window. This concludes the in-service presentation on what Centralink is and how to use some of its important functions.